Hey, you hope you're doing great.
Hi, Pranit. Hi.
It is super good to see you. We've got a lot of students now waiting for us.
Great. And sorry for the delay because we are moving to another office today. So it's a little bit chaotic.
No problem. For everybody else, wishing all of you a very good evening. Thank you for joining us on a Wednesday evening. We're super excited to be talking about one of the most sought after MBAs in Germany, one of the top 10 business schools, the International School of Management, with over 7 campuses in the country. First things first, I will introduce you for all of you. So you as the international office lead for degree-seeking students at the International School of Management in Munich. upGrad abroad, of course, for all of you to know, is an organization that allows Indian students to make their higher education decision easier by giving them a more equitable, democratized, flexible access to some of the most leading institutions in the world, ISM being one of them. What upGrad abroad essentially does is it brings down the cost of your education down by about 40%. What upGrad abroad does is it gives you abundant choices across the world to choose and move into after you do a little bit of coursework in India. But what upGrad abroad also does for you is that gives you the opportunity to start your degree here in India with IMT, Ghaziabad, and you eventually can look at or choose between Munich, New York, Paris, Berlin, and Vancouver. You can choose London. I mean, all of these on the world map is what you can choose after you do the IMT portion. But today's space is specifically about Germany. Over to you. You, welcome to our webinar, and we're super excited to have you over.
Thank you. Thank you, Pranis. Thank you for the introduction, and hello, everyone, and welcome to the session from my side too. My name is Yue, as Pranis mentioned. I'm working at the international office at International School of Management in Germany. And so I'm based actually in Dortmund. We have 7 campuses, and so that is what I'm going to introduce you today, something about our campuses and also about the university. And that is to share my screen. Can you please activate so that I can share my screen to the students?
I am doing it right now. Arushi, can you please make you a co-host? Thank you.
So great. You can see my presentation?
Sorry. Absolutely, yes.
Great.
I just wanted to put a quick question to you so we get all of them in context. So there are 3 things which I want to ask you. You can let me know if your PowerPoint will address these, so then we will move straight away to it.
Yes.
Does an MBA in Germany make so much sense? Second is, what is the German industry for an MBA grad all about? What are some of the most leading jobs, to some of the most leading career options that students have? And number 3, how is ISM better than any other business school at this point to be able to give them a progressive, new age, industry relevant MBA? You can start.
I just start with my presentation, and I will cover these questions and that you just mentioned.
Absolutely. We have a lot of questions, and I will keep taking them one by one from students. But I just want everybody to know, so Munich is actually the 2nd most student-friendly city in the world.
Really? I'm happy about this. Yes, Munich is a very beautiful city. Yes, and I have also one question before I start. And so it's the group today is for the articulated students that we will write.
So the MBA, that's initially for 25,000 euros, and with upGrad is down to about 14,000 euros. That's the group that we have, and they're willing to explore.
Okay, I see. That's great. Okay, because I just that will just mainly mention the information which are interested, of course, for our articulated students. So Then let's start. And after a short introduction of ISM, I will just cover the questions just Pranit just mentioned. So we, International School of Management in Germany is a private institution with unlimited state recognition. So in Germany, there are public and private institutions. If you want to study at a private institution, this is always very important to know if the university is state recognized. Otherwise, you won't able to get a visa for the study. Okay, so ISM has received unlimited state recognition. So that is actually a sign for the quality. All the study programs at ISM are accredited. That means the academic degrees the students receive from ISM are absolutely identical with those from the public universities. For example, if one ISM bachelor graduate would like to further their education in master study at one of the public universities in Germany, it is also okay. So because the degrees are the same. And we have received actually several good results in different rankings in Germany. And we have now more than 8,000 successful graduates already. Lots of them among these students are international students. I'm very happy about that. And so ISM was founded in 1990. So we have already over 30 years of experiences in education. Okay, so our motto, international, individual, and inspiring. So international, we have students from more than 80 nationalities and regions. So we have worldwide 180 partner universities. So we have good number of them in Europe and also lots of them outside Europe. And we have international academic degrees. So these are actually for the master degrees because we have lots of double degree cooperations with our partner universities. And compared to the German state universities, we are a very small university with around 4,000 students at all our campuses. So that is why we have a very small learning group. So usually we have 15 to 20 students for one group. So, okay, this allows a very interactive exchange between professors and the students. So, and you can see that the students receive very individual support from our faculty. So I always say, so the students are not numbers by at our university, we know them by names. And so at the University of Applied Sciences, okay, we are very practical oriented university. So in Germany, there's like some background information for you. In Germany, there are two kinds of universities. We have universities and universities of applied sciences, which are called Hochschule in German. So the universities are focusing on like theory, research, and whereas the University of Applied Sciences, they focus more on practical orientation. So ISM belongs to University of Applied Sciences. Therefore, we have a very practical, a very strong praxis orientation. So our students, so in bachelor and in master students, have to finish an internship as part of their curriculum. Okay, locations I mentioned, we have 7 campuses. So we are headquartered actually in Dortmund. So ISM was founded also in Dortmund. We are registered in Dortmund and based in Dortmund. So besides Dortmund, we have also campuses Frankfurt, Munich, Hamburg, Cologne, Stuttgart, and Berlin. As Prania said, Munich is really a very attractive city for international students because of the job opportunities and the culture offers and lots of things. And yeah, so all campuses, we are one university. So, okay, we are not different universities, we are one university. So all these campuses are ISM. Some study courses are offered at all campuses. Some study courses are offered only at certain campuses. So the MBA program, the full-time MBA program, we run only currently in the city of Munich. And so one nice example from one of our graduates and who is also Indian students, and she graduated in strategic marketing management, and now she is working as a senior consultant already at Mercedes-Benz. I'm sure you are familiar with this company. And since you are like our articulated students, so I will just skip this admission process because you will have a different process. And so you need to firstly graduate, of course, the IMT courses. And if you reach a certain GPA, which is 7, so you will be admitted directly into the MBA program. And if your score is lower than 7, and then you will be invited to an admission test. So admission test is a case study and an interview. So after registration, you will receive like 2 topics and you need to choose one of them and write a small essay and a small presentation about the topic you choose. And then send this to the university and have an interview with the program director. But as I mentioned, if your average score is above 7, the GPA of the for the IMT course you are attending at upGrad, there's no need to attend the admission test. You will be admitted directly. And yes, and
if they've got a score of
7
GPA, it's about
the
7
GPA.
Yes. And how much marks would they need in the bachelor's just to enroll into ISM?
This is not relevant. It's not considered. And so we, of course, you need to have a bachelor's degree and from a recognized university, of course, and then you need to graduate successfully the IMT program.
So essentially for everybody here to know, as long as it's an H+ university on the German
yes,
and you need 50% grade minimum for IMT, which is our requirement, and you score 70% on IMT, you're pretty much through into ISM.
Yeah.
And if not, then you've got certain filtration that you will have to go through, including another round of credibility dialogue that you will have with the B school, like you have normally anywhere you go for an MBA.
And also for the application of MBA program, you need at least 2 years of working experiences. And so regarding the English certificates, this is also, I received this question too before in advance. So you can use the medium of instruction as English certificate, since you're attending the courses at IMT in English. So you can basically use this as an English certificate. It is possible that you need an L score for the visa application, maybe, but for the application to the ISM, you can use already the medium of instruction of the IMT courses as English certificate. Okay, so a few words to the MBA program as a study structure. So this.
You just a minute.
Sure.
So the IELTS score is no longer required by ISM as long as they've got a medium of instruction certificate from IMT or
yes, yes. So otherwise 6. So
and an IELTS, right?
Alternatively, of course. And so the MBA course actually has a regular study period of 1 year. It's divided into trimester. So 1 trimester is 3 months. Okay, so students start in October, usually for regular students, for regular applicants. They start in October with the first trimester. They attend courses for 3 months, and then they have 1 month break. Then they continue with the second trimester, and then the third semester. That's the third trimester. And then in the fourth trimester, there's no courses, only prepare their thesis altogether. From the first to third trimester, 1 year, so 1 year plus 1 thesis. However, since you are attending the IMT courses, you only need to attend 2 trimester courses. That means 6 months of courses, then 1 trimester for thesis. Okay, so we have done the course matching. We can recognize fully the 2nd trimester for you. That means you can skip the 2nd trimester of courses. And how do we structure the study? So that is the next question. So when do you start? Okay, so you can start in June with the 3rd trimester. So we have just restructured the study structure for you. That means you start with the 3rd trimester, and then you go on with the 1st trimester, then you write your thesis. So altogether, 7 months plus thesis. And if students, we talk to upGrad and we receive this feedback that we should keep another option open for you. That means the students start regularly in October with the 1st trimester. Then they will have a break of 4 months, and then they do the 3rd trimester. You can make use of these 4 months to attend some German classes, of course, or to do some internship, part-time job. And we keep these statutes, therefore we keep this option also open for you. And that means you have some additional time in between. You don't have to, if you start in June, then you will have like 3 months, then 1 month break, then other 3 months, then thesis. Okay, there's no time gap. And but if you want to have some additional time in Germany for German classes, for part-time job, you can also start in October. Then you will have additionally 4 months in between.
I just wanted to jump in for a little bit just to explain.
Sure.
For first things first, a lot of you were asked that would this be a problem if you don't know German? Or the number one thing is the medium of instruction for
It's in English, yes.
100%. So you need not know German to navigate or maneuver through. Second thing is your first. So ideally, this is a 90 ECTS, which means it has 3 full trimesters of academics.
Yes.
Trimester is completely waived off. In Indian understanding, 1 semester is completely waived off because you're starting the course online from India.
Yes.
Which is a AACSB school, gives you an advanced general management program certificate. So it's a dual degree. You get a dual certification, of course, the MBA from ISM, but also the AGMP from IMD. That's an 11-month online portion against which you get about 6 months or 4 months waived off completely. ISM has 2 intakes, June and October. Regardless of which one you take, there's a little gap if you take the October one. But then, of course, in those 4 months, you can work, you can take up a German class, you can do research, you can do internships. There are 100 things that you can apply for and do. You're fully free to do that. It's just that at the end of the day, you have to complete the rest of the 2 trimesters. 1 trimester is waived off already. Now,
yes.
It's up to you. IMD batches start 30th November. And then, of course, once you're done, you can immediately move to ISM. IELTS is not required as long as you can present a medium of instruction certificate from IMD, which is good enough. And IMD, you would need 70%. Bachelor's, for all that you asked, is going to be okay as long as you got 50% and it's an H+ university. That is all that we need. H+ is a German assessment criteria, or let's say recognition or awarding that they've given to all universities in India. And that is about it. IMD, if you get 70%, that's a direct entry into ISM with 1 semester waived off. If you don't get that, there's a specific set of interview and a few other application prerequisites that you may have to go. But you still get in anyway if
yes.
qualified. A direct entry would mean, an indirect entry would mean you have to do a little more filtration check. So that's about it. From 25,000 euros, which is the standard ISM MBA fee, you come down to about 14,000 euros. That's the amount of accessibility that ISM gives. Over to you.
Yes, I think that is just, you can save a lot of money if you attend this program. And as Prime mentioned, so you just receive an MBA degree with 2 trimesters. Okay, so also the students have also the benefits of, for example, semester ticket. And you can also make the use of, if you have a break in between, you can also make use of it to travel in Europe. Okay, so that is also one thing you can do, because you receive a Schengen visa, and which allows you to travel within Europe without a visa anymore. And so that is the MBA program. And just some more words to the MBA program, the specific feature we have at ISM in Germany. And we have actually external certified coach for our students to coach their career. So they're not from ISM, they're really certified coaches for career. We offer that for our MBA students. They can receive this coaching for free. Okay, so this is a personal career coaching, which MBA students receive from ISM. So that is one unique thing. So these kind of coaches have usually a cost of more than 10,000 euros. And so that is the thing that you receive. And
when exactly in their learning journey does the coaching begin?
So after I'm not quite sure when exactly. I think you students need to discuss this with their program director. But yes, but we all the students have these opportunities.
And what's the scope of, I mean, what all do they get coached and mentored on? What's the scope like?
This is basically a personal career coach. So what kind of career path suits you better? So your previous experience, professional experiences, and study background will be analyzed. And so they will see in which career path you will be more suitable for with this additional academic MBA degree. So the MBA program is actually for students with professional experiences and who want to gain some management courses additionally for their future career. So for example, engineering students, so they worked in engineering field and would like to gain some management knowledge so that they can work the IT projects management in this direction. Or if, for example, if students they want to set up their own business with so this is also the reason why students visit an additional MBA program with their working professional experiences.
We've got a couple of questions around the structure. What is the duration of the course? So essentially a 90 CTS course is always going to be 1.5 years. Yes, you?
Yes.
Got that. Are all 4 semesters in Germany? No, it's a mixed program. 1 semester is in India through IMT Ghaziabad. 2 trimesters, we'll call them trimesters of 4 months each. That will make it easier. It's actually not a semester.
Yes.
3 trimesters are on campus where you attend classes, and the 4th trimester is thesis where you do your research. During this time, are they required on the campus, or they just can?
No, they can also do their thesis in company or in another country, in their home country. It's up to you.
Got that. So I hope that makes sense. So online 1 semester, which is ideally your 2nd semester chronologically at ISM. And so once you sort of reach on campus, and you do semester 1, semester 3, and then finally your thesis. I hope that makes sense. Total cost of the course. So IMT course is going to be 3 lakhs, which is the AGMP. And IMT is that reputed that the CAT percentile you need to enter IMT is about 89 to 90 percentile. That's the kind of quality that IMT has to offer. It's a double ACSP school. So that's 3 lakhs of AGMP. That's the 1 semester. And when you go to ISM, that's 14,000 euros that they charge you, 1,800 for thesis that they will charge you. And then you become an MBA graduate, and then you're out for employability. I hope that makes sense. It's a blended learning course. May I know from where does the admission process start? So June and October is when you move on campus. Admission will start now. So once you attended the webinar, somebody from my team will call you and explain you everything. Before June, you have to complete the IMT course, which is not possible if you start now. So October is the next intake. If you're an already existing enrolled learner for IMT, you can also sign up for the course right now. They go, do I need to directly contact the institution or move through upgrad? So if you need a semester waiver, you need to start now. You can go through us, and you should, because you're saving money. You're saving 10,000 euros on fee and half a year of living cost. That is
Yes.
15,000-16,000 euros. But if you're not interested to save that money, sure, you can
Mhm.
ISM directly. If you want to enroll, can also be done through us. We don't charge any extra money. We can, of course, route your applications. I think
Yes, I would like to just jump into if you are interested so in ISM for the MBA course or for other programs, please contact upGrad. And because we are partners, we if you apply through upGrad, so everything will work more smoothly and more quickly. Okay, you can save a lot of time, which means you can save a lot of money and energy. So that would be great if you refer to an upGrad for information about the application, because we have an agreement how we process your applications, because the regular applicants or the individual applicants, all of them have to do the admission test. Okay, so this is actually an exception that we made for the upgrades, the students.
thank you. I think we can move ahead in the slideshow.
Okay, I just see if I have something more that I should tell you. I think actually that's all that I can. Actually, I think that's all from my side for the articulated program. And I just would like to go through the list of questions we received beforehand.
I just wanted you to speak a little bit about the employability, the career service.
Yes. That is what I'm going to do right now. Firstly, what do we offer for our students? We have lots of support for the students. We have a career center, which they establish a relationship with local business, and they collect placement offers and publish them to the students. And what the career center also does is to organize career events like Career Day, with the possibilities of speed dating with the companies, so students can get real interviews with the companies. Okay, they have like 10-minute slot and it's like a speed dating, and with lots of companies. And also among these companies, they are like LVMH. I'm sure that you are familiar with these, and also like BMW and like L'Oreal and Nivea, and lots of big companies are joining our Career Day. And we have also a database. This database is called Job Teaser. And on this database, so we have, so students can also receive exclusive job offers and placement offers for ISM students. That means as ISM students, you see all the job offers published by Job Teaser at this platform for all users. Additionally, you also receive these offers which are exclusively for ISM students. And these are often from the alumni, from the ISM graduates. And also, if you have like a job description, if you would like to apply for a job, you can also make appointment with our career center and send them the applications you prepared, your CV. They can check, and also they will give you recommendations and tips how you can perform while during a job interview. Okay, because sometimes you do not exactly know what the companies are asking for. So our career center will give you very useful tips and how to react. For example, if you absolutely do not know how to react. Okay, so and these tips are really very valuable, especially for international students, because sometimes due to the culture differences, students do not really know what the companies are asking for. And this is the services we provide for our students. And we provide this not only for our students, but also for graduates. That means even if you have graduated from ISM, you can also attend a career day, and you can also enjoy these career coaching and seminars organized for alumni. And since you will receive a degree from a German university, you are eligible to apply for the job seeking visa, which is for 18 months. And you can use this time to find an appropriate job and in Germany. And if you find anything during these 18 months, of course, this job should correspond to your qualification. And then you can apply for a resident permit for with a working permit for Germany, or you can apply for a blue card, and depending on how much you make monthly or yearly. Okay, so after 2 years, if you receive a resident permit for Germany, after 2 years of working, you can apply for a PR already. So if you apply for a blue card, if you receive a blue card and you have a German certificate of B2, then you can already get a PR after 21 months. Okay, so after 4 or 5 years, there's another thing that you can apply for, which is called a resident per PR for EU. So this allows you to also work in another EU country. Okay, so after 5 years. So first part, job seeking visa, then working permit with a resident permit, and then PR. So that is and as students, of course, you are allowed also to work for part-time and up to 20 hours per week. So that is
Thank you. I just wanted to sum it up quickly. So whenever you do this course, one thing is you don't need GMAT, you don't need IELTS, as long as your English medium of instruction is there, which means you've done the degree, the last undergraduate or IMT degree, which you will, of course, in English. You don't need IELTS, you don't need GMAT, and then you enter ISM, the International School of Management. Once you enter ISM, you do the degree in about 1 year instead of 1.5 years. You get an 18 months job search visa. Once you find a job, you get a labor contract, you get a 4-year work visa or a blue card. For a blue card, your salary, you please let me know if I'm wrong. Their salary needs to be upward of 54k euros, right? A year.
Depending on the fields they're working in. I think for engineering students, like 47 or something, or 43. I'm not sure about the the amount anymore.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's something for engineering, it's about 48, 47, 48.
Yes.
For management, it's upwards of 50. Now,
50.
That blue card will just help you get a PR easier in an expedited way in about 21 months, whereas a work visa will get you a PR application done in about 33 months. So essentially just a 10 months gap, but Germany is one of the most PR friendly countries.
24 months actually with the resident permits. It's only 3 months of differences.
So which is not a huge deal. So the point being that Germany at this point is actually the 4th largest economy in the world and needs talent. And Munich is one of the most sought after parts of Germany. I think it's the 4th largest. So I believe it does make a lot of sense to do your MBA in Munich. What is the age limit? Is there an age limit that we have?
No, we do not have. an
Yeah.
age limit, and also there's no requirement for gap years. If you say, okay, you studied your bachelor like 10 years ago, and this doesn't matter. Okay.
Thank you. In terms of what is IMTG, it stands for IMT Ghaziabad. Is freelancing experience valid? I think as long as it's documented, only then. But I don't know. I think I can go back to you and ask her, is freelancing work experience valid? If there's someone who was freelancing, as in he was self-employed and just taking up contractual work, would that be accepted?
And it's as a professional experiences for the application, right? You mean for the admission to the should work, but we need to look at what kind of freelance work you have done, as for example, as like a consultant, for example, that they would work.
Got that.
But we will check individually if you worked as a freelancer.
Because I think my sense is that if you were properly paid, you had a recurring revenue flow, you have of consolidated concrete work that you've done. Yes, you please tell me.
Yes, and I saw a question: does ISM require subject-specific majors in bachelor's degrees? No, we do not require, because you're attending the IMT courses. Okay.
Yeah, so the bachelor's could be anything except if it's a general BA or general BSc. That's
the
not
general. This is not, because that is a requirement from the German central office of the foreign education, and so it can be any bachelor for engineering or yes.
Sure. We've got a question near you. It says, if we have just graduated and wanted admission in MBA, just like we have in India, Millie, I think the best place to go for that is in the UK or US. We have those options and you can go there without work experience, but ISM will need 2 years of work experience minimum. In MBA, in fact, is that course where you should have work. Most of the outcomes of the course, I think, because it has so much of case study, it has so much of things that, to understand them effectively, to make good sense of concepts. If you're experienced, you would generally have faster outcomes. You'd have more enhanced outcomes, and you will learn so much more because that's experiential learning combined with classroom learning. So MIM then is the next best option that we have in Germany with other universities, or you can just go to the US or UK. Without IMT, can we not directly apply? You can. You can always get back to me. I've given you my email address and we can help you with that. This course requires work experience. Yes, it does. It requires 2 years of work experience. That's something that I wanted to let you know. Anyway, look, guys, the point is, if you're going now, the next intake is going to be June. And you and I are saying that because that's the only option you have, might as well do the IMT portion and get 1 trimester waived off. You, or any other regular student, how do they spend their second semester? I think Yu's video is frozen, but one of the
I'm sorry, would you please repeat your question? I didn't get it.
We just had students who said if I directly come, they would still have to take 1 trimester somewhere else in the world, right?
Yes.
That's right. Got that.
Yes.
A bachelor's degree in architecture with 64%, will I be eligible? 100% yes. 100% yes. As long as you've got a 50% above mark and it's an H+ university, that's the deal. How many years? 2 years? Can you talk a little bit about the major industries in Germany?
The major industries in Germany. So we have so the number one industry in Germany is automotive industry, and we have also a very strong finance sector. So there are also lots of companies in this field, in finance field in Munich. Okay, so Munich is actually a hub it's an international industrial center. And so the state of Bavaria is the richest state in the federal state of Germany. And so this is a hub, is a center of automotive industry, but Munich has also a very strong financial sector. So there are lots of finance and companies there. They have also even an aviation sector in Munich. So lots of them are in northern of Germany, which it's in Hamburg, but there are also lots of companies in aviation sector, like for example ZF. Okay, so this is in that area. And also a very strong sector is pharmacy. And you all know maybe there are lots of big pharma companies in Germany. And also I think what else?
Well, I think
yes, consultants, yes, consulting.
The other thing that we've got a question on is, will I be able to get a good IT management job in Germany after an MBA from ISM?
It depends. Okay, it's so students always would like to, can I get this kind of job if I do this? It depends also on your own previous experiences, on your own competences, and so of course students have the possibility to have the opportunities to get a job in IT management, because in Germany there are a huge demand for professionals in this field indeed. Okay, so in the sector of IT, and also it is always a very good combination of IT and management. So like project, because all the things are mentioned in project management nowadays. So they need these professionals who know IT and who can also lead the IT projects, which require that you have a knowledge in the project management of, and because only students only know computer science cannot do project management in IT. So they need people who know IT and who also know management. And yes,
if you're a technology background student, an MBA would be a good combination for you.
It is a good combination.
Got that. There's a question for you. I think there's still students who are struggling to understand structure. So there are 3 trimesters, or let's say 3 semesters, the ISM MBA. Out of the 3, 1 semester is waived off for an Indian upgrad student doing IMT, and then you do 2 semesters in ISM. It's as simple as that. 70% has no relation to semester being waived off or not. 70% just means you directly get that waived off, or you have to take an interview to get that waived off. That is it. You still get the semester waived off.
Yes.
I hope it is easy for you guys now to understand. There's a question that you will have to answer. Is it
Sure.
management graduate from in Germany to get the job considering German language barrier? So in a city like Munich, think that this will be a barrier?
What I can tell you for sure is, if you know some German, of course you have much more options, but you can always find something without German knowledge. But we recommend, of course, students to learn some German. It's also for you easier to make some friends and in your private time. And that is why we offer German classes for our international students. And these classes are for free. Okay, so you can register for the classes. So we have all levels starting from beginners, and I encourage you to attend these classes once and you are with us. And so you find this very useful. And of course, for the city like Munich, this is a very international city, I have to say. You can get along without German knowledge, but you will find that the German people will be very happy if you can tell some words in German.
And of course, ISM gives you plenty of time, about 4 months, to learn a little bit of German. But I think at a hygiene level, German is no longer a requirement. I think we've come, I'm sorry, we've come a long, long way from that time in Germany where you could survive if you didn't know German.
Yeah. Mm.
Shouldn't be a problem. Uh, is German language proficiency compulsory? English language is enough. English is the medium of instruction of ISM, which means ISM MBA course will be taught in English. Faculty will speak English, students will speak English, everybody will speak English. So I hope that answers you.
Yes, you do not need German for the application, for the study. Everything is in English, okay? However, if you ask me if your job opportunity will be greater if you know some German, I will say yes. So this is an additional qualification that you will have.
Thanks. You 2-year MBA in 1.5 years, 1 year in Germany, 6 months in India. Yes, that is what it is, and you save 50,000 euros, right? What is the cost of MBA in UK? UK MBA is going to be with living costs. It's going to be 25 lakhs close. Versus Berlin, this I will as a separate discussion. I don't think the two have anything to do with it. I mean, you can't always draw a comparison between Mumbai and Delhi, right? It's like that. These are Munich and Berlin are two commercial hubs. And they are at par in terms of employability. I'll still take you. I'll still let you answer this better.
So Berlin is the capital city of Germany, sure, but Berlin is not industrial center. If I recommend international students to study in city like Munich or even Frankfurt or Hamburg, but your Berlin has a lot of culture activities and culture offers, not necessarily job offers, you know. And so for job opportunities, the cities like Munich, of course, is the best choice.
Thank you. German company prefer which one? Young, dynamic MBA, engineering graduate doing MBA. I think both of them have their own charm, but engineering grad doing MBA, like you was mentioning, is a killer combination at this point. Is it possible to study an MBA while working? Well, 100% yes. I think that's what upGrad's main proposition is, right? If you're working somewhere, you can do the IMT course and get waived off. You don't have to quit work unless you move on campus. Even when you are in Germany, you can work part-time for 20 hours a week. And when you're on a break, you work for 40 hours a week. So you keep on working even in Germany, but in India, you don't have to quit your job even if you're doing the IMT portion. It's absolutely allowed. It's online. What was the cost of BBA in Germany? It's going to be under lakhs, a GPA of 4.7. No, you can't actually take the IMT portion if you are below 50%. German companies prefer which one? So I think we've almost been able to answer every single question. Thank you so much.
That's great. And also, I think I also had this one question in the list you sent me before, and so the living costs in Germany. So it always depends how you live and where you live. Of course, and Munich and it's like one of the most expensive cities in Germany. And however, it's a trade-off situation. Munich and has also the greatest opportunities in Germany. And depending on how you live, if you live in a single apartment or you live in a shared apartment, so by monthly average like 1,000 euros. Okay. Of course, you can also spend like 2,000 euros monthly, but you need to consider the exchange rate right now, which is very good for international students, because the euro, the currency of euro is now getting cheaper. I hope it's an advantage for you.
Absolutely. Thank you so much. It's been an absolute pleasure. For anyone questions have not been answered, feel free to drop me an email. I will answer them personally. I think sometimes I just don't take a question because at the end of the day, it doesn't serve the best interest of the
Yeah.
and it's an individual question. If you want to talk to you about something, I can of course put you through.
Yeah. And we will organize also more information sessions, and we can also offer this on regular basis and to answer all of your questions. Yes.
Absolutely, you. I think that is it. I wish you guys all the best. Have a great evening.
Great. Wish you too. And thank you for joining us, and bye.
Please go visit upgradabroad.com. ISM program is now live. You can always sign up, apply on the ISM application page on upgradabroad.com, and we'd be super happy to serve you. Thank you so much, everybody. Thanks.
Bye. Thank you.